Hi everyone, this is Qinchi Song. You can call me Amy. Today I'm gonna quickly take you through our new business initiative, Tropica business presentation, and I'm gonna kick off this project for our 2016 business. I'm very happy to officially invite every stakeholders in this meeting room to our business project kickoff meeting today. So I'm gonna spend about 10 minutes to quickly go through what this project about, what's how we are gonna make money, and what are the departments that will be involved in this business for the next 2 to 5 years. So the deck that I'm going to present today, it has a lot of details, but I'm not going through all the details. So I'm going to just touch a little bit on each part, and then you can review the deck after the meeting. So, and come back with questions. So I'm just going to start. As you have all known, Tropica is a group in traveling platform aiming to develop a travel planning service as both website and a mobile application for students, youth group travelers in US to kind of centralize and simplify group travel planning and sharing process. So the project will officially kick off on April 14, 2017 with the acknowledgement from all the key stakeholders sitting here today, including Matt, Dan, me, myself, Johnny, and Karen. So here is a group of departments that will be involved in this project. Let me enlarge this. So we will have Matt will be leading our product development team, while Dan will be leading the business development team, because Matt has more than 10 years in website development programming, while Dan has 15 years experience in consumer insights. Me, I'll be leading the marketing team, Johnny in finance, and Karen in supply chain operation. So I will touch a little bit on the business idea, market and competition, business model, services, managed operation, marketing, and finally finance. So executive summary. So why do we enter to choose tourism industry? Obviously, it's because it's a healthy and steady industry right now. There is a really great growing trend for international students and youth travelers. However, there are some pain points, like all the travel planning are really hard to organize. It's awkward to collect money after the trip, and it's very inefficient to share their travel plan during the trip and after the trip. So that's why we want to enter this tourism with our Tropica business idea. So the idea is centralize and simplify the team-wide travel planning process for international and youth travelers in US. So we want to keep this tool to organize everyone during the trip and after the trip, and every trip details will be collaborated and stored in this tool. People can share everything at any time through this tool, any trip ideas, and also after the trip they will be able to share their trip memories with other people. So as I mentioned before, the market is growing with 4.1% visitor volume growing year over year and 30% of sales growth year over year. And our target audience, as I mentioned, we're going to target majorly youth travelers because they represent 20% of the international tourism, and the international youth trips will increase to 300 billion per year by 2020. So it's a large potential market for us. So what's our target market estimation by 2019? So we aim to have 41.91 million international youth travels by 2019 in the whole tourism industry. And our audience, because they're traveling a lot, they tend to stay longer and spend more. So that's why we are going after these groups. In terms of the competitors, there are both direct and indirect competitors. So direct competitors, we have Tripit, Travelify, and Triporama. For indirect competitors, we have TripAdvisor, Kayak, Priceline, Expedia, etc. Our value proposition, so why we are standing strong in this market and how can we, what makes us stand out. We're going to provide both travel searching, booking, planning, management, and post-trip sharing in one place. So business model development. So how are we going to earn money? So we're going to work with host agency as well as the travel planners. Host agency, their advantage is they're at very low cost. They have high commission and they provide a lot of training and supporting. While for travel planners, they can help us to drive a lot of traffic to our site and they can increase the sales to help us to target our sales revenue. So this is an overview of how is the business model look like and how would we make money. You can see different industry by their commission rate. We'll also be working with TripAdvisor and Groupon to kind of provide customer reviews capability and promotion deals package. So what are we going to actually provide in our on our website and in our app? So we're going to have a trip idea generation. So this tool will enable travelers to discover tons of destinations and create their trip ideas. We're also going to do interactive trip planning, expenses management. So like expenses split will never be a pain point anymore. We're going to do activities to go, which will efficiently organize grouped activities along the way. And eventually we're going to have a sharing capability for everyone that can share the trip photos after they travel. So also here I presented example of how these 4 people, international students actually use this tool. I'm not going to detail into this, but here are how they use the tool, how they are going to organize the trip. They're going to find different different destinations, how they book through the site, how they're gonna split the spend, and how they're gonna see the spending overview. Eventually they're going to share their moment through the tool. So the team, as I mentioned before, we have a group of 5 to kind of lead this project. We also have Chris, which he will be our expertise in tourism, and he has more than 20 years experience in the tourism. So I'm going to jump through this. So in terms of the operational time frame, we will be looking forward to launch this around 2016, and we will have our target finance objectives by like 2020. So in terms of marketing objective that I'll be leading, we'll have our primary objective will be driving website traffic and the conversion. So we want our brand to make people feel like connected, feel organized, and feel inspiring. So this is our goal as a general. And we're going to leverage different channels to promote our brand or services, from awareness perspective, consideration, conversion, and finally expansion perspective. And here's the budget allocation breakdown of different channels in the first place. In terms of the financial plan, how we are going to make money. So our commission is actually based on different factors: web traffic, conversion rate, which is 3% in average in the industry, conversion, a commission rate, share of conversion, and finally average sales per conversion. So these all factors will contribute to our commission. So here's our projections from a sales perspective. So we envision that we're going to get $364,000 by 2020, and the growth will be 100%. And we will be looking forward to break even by 2020 as well. So as a conclusion for a kickoff meeting, so our group travel planning business is really new to the market. We don't really have a direct competitor that has all the function that we want to have right now. And also Youth Traveler is the new trend. They're going to spend more on in this market. And we want to provide one-stop solution for all the group traveler planners. And we project that we will break even based on our base scenario by earning commission fees from the host agencies. So the next step is we're gonna to create a website, and we're gonna start conversation with our host agencies. That's it. And this is all I have for today's kickoff meeting. I'm very happy to have all of the stakeholders in the meeting room today. Now I'm open to any questions that you might have for our business plan. If you do have questions after the meeting, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I'm happy to answer for you after the meeting. So I'm really looking forward to working with you, all of you, on this project in the next few years. Hope we can really push the business move forward and have a have a successful business in the future. Thank you so much.